everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jennifer, and today we are playing with all new luxury makeup. Everything that I'm gonna use today is new to me. There are some things that aren't new to the market, but every single thing, except for my eyebrows, which are already done, is going to be new. So if you're interested in seeing what I'm gonna pull out, just stay tuned. Hey everyone, as I said, today is gonna be trying new makeup. If you saw my haul video, you know that I did pick up quite a few new things and I want to start trying them out for all of you. I did a dedicated La Bouche Rouge video. I did a dedicated Dior video. I will have a dedicated Chanel video. The blooms, I have 4. They are, and I'll talk about the blushes as well in that video. It's a little, I want to spend some time on that one, but it is going to come up. So I'll have the Chanel blushes and the blooms in the same video. But I want to spend some time on that one because the formula of the blooms is really interesting to me, and the new blushes I want to get into. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time researching that. So anyway, today is going to be a whole host of new things. So we're going to use the Givenchy Prisme Libre I don't know, foundation. Now, I'm pretty sure this is going to be too deep for me, actually. The shade I bought was the 2C180, and I definitely think it's too deep. But for once, I wanted to try to get a foundation that was too deep instead of too light. So we're going to try it. Like I said, it's going to be a little too deep for me, but, you know, it'll be fine. And if I ever pull out a self bronzer again, self tanner, this will be perfect. I have the Sisley loose powder. This has been around for a little bit. I just have never purchased it because it's $100 and it's a lot of money for face powder. It's a hibiscus flower extract powder. And if I was like oily, or if I had combination skin, even like a loose powder, I could be like, oh, I need to spend more money. But you know, given that I have dry skin, I was kind of like, eh. So anyway, there was the Bergdorfs sale. I figured, why not? We're gonna try the Sisley blush in Golden Rose again. I did try this in an earlier video and I didn't love it, but I think it might have been because of the highlighter that I used with it, which I didn't love. So we're gonna try it again today. I have the Clos de Peau mascara. What is the name of this? I'll get the name of it in a second. We're gonna do Tower 28. We're gonna do bronzer and Super Dew, bronzer and highlighter. And we're gonna do the Charlotte Tilbury Kissing Lipsticks. I'm gonna show you Sweet Blossom and New Romance, which is the new one, and then we'll swatch it against a couple of others so you can see that. I haven't decided on eye. I think I wanna do like a really simple eye today. I think I might do the Marc Jacobs palette that I picked up, the Flamboyance. I also have Lethal Cosmetics, but I kind of want to do this when I'm feeling more adventurous because I picked out these shades myself. You can make your own palette and they're beautiful and I want to do it justice. And today I'm feeling not bad, just it's raining and you know what I mean. You've had those days, right? I mean, we've all had those days. Okay, so let's talk about the foundation. Givenchy. 12-hour glow, 24-hour hydration. Okay. 12-hour wear and a blurring effect. Just looking to see if there's anything on here that I should know. Like I said, I bought it in 2C180. Okay, shelf life. 12 months. It's about right. I mean, you know. Anything beyond a year, I'm always like, okay, that's great. So it comes in this glass bottle. It's a beautiful glass bottle and a pump. I shake my foundations just by habit. I shake them. I don't know if they all need to be shaken, but I just do it. Let's see. Looks pretty creamy. It's a little runny, but not super runny. And like I said, this is 2C180. Gonna probably, what, you know, now that I put it on my face, I don't know, maybe it's not too deep. On my hand, it was definitely too deep. Like, it looked it looks dark on my hand. Okay, that actually doesn't look as, well, we'll see. Actually, okay. I mean, that doesn't look bad. It was so hard to pick a shade in this one. Guys, the shade finder, every time I put like a different foundation that I use, it came up with a different color, a different shade. And I got to the point where I gave up. I just was like, fine, I'll pick this one. Like I literally gave up, which is kind of funny because that's not really me. Like, I'm the kind of person, I will research something ad nauseum. I will spend hours and hours, you know, like getting the exact right thing. But I don't know what happened that day. I was just, probably work. I was just done. I was like, fine, don't care. Pick whatever color you want. Yeah, it was one of those days. I'm having a day like that today. Just, yeah, okay. You know, actually, I mean, and my brows are being weird. What do you think? A little deep, but not like, I actually think it looks nice. And it doesn't, you know, like make me look ghostly. I have taken, like, I hear you guys when you give me your feedback. And some of you had mentioned that you thought that I went a little bit light on my foundation. And it's probably true because a lot, when I was younger, I always went too dark in my choices. Like, I look back and I see this line and I'm like, oh yeah, Jen, that was probably too deep for you. So, you know, and I have such a hard time matching that I probably do tend to go a little too light. So I've tried to shift a little, and I think this actually looks nice. We'll see how it oxidizes and everything, but so far, so good. It does have a scent. I don't know exactly what that is, but definitely a scent. It's starting to dissipate, but it's there though. Like I can smell it. Anyway, it looks beautiful, actually. Yeah, it looks really nice on my skin. Okay, yeah, I like it so far. All right. So let's move to the powder. This is, like I said, the Sisley loose powder. I've heard really good things about it over the years. It's a loose face powder with hibiscus flower extract. I don't really know what that means. But I do like the Sisley products. I'm usually a big fan. The number one thing in here, ingredient, is talc. So just to be aware of that. An airy powder that is light as a veil, soft as a caress, unifies the complexion, smooths the skin, and fixes makeup with a translucent finish. Gives a natural result, a velvety and luminous finish, comfortable feeling all day, enriched with vegetable origin active care ingredients. Preserves the skin's hydration and suppleness. Okay. Let's see, 24 months, so 2 years. And let's use it as a setting powder. I really like the finish of this. I think it looks great. So I will use it on one side of the face so we can see it. Let's see if I can open it. Okay, let me show you what it looks like. So classic loose powder canister, top like this, mirror. There is some satisfaction to that, I have to say. Okay, let's just take a little bit of the powder. You use the La Mer brush. And let me just do this side of the face. There is a little bit of a scent. but it smells like powder. Does that make sense? I don't know what that is. The talc maybe? I don't know. Yep, definitely mattified. Got a little bit in my brows, but that's okay. This is in 1, and the shade name is IRISEE. Iris? I would want to say iris, but I'm sure that's not it. Anyway, so I think if you look at the two sides of the face, you can see pretty clearly this is more matte. This is definitely more glowy, although there's still a glow here. You can see it. It feels very nice. It feels incredibly soft, which is odd. Like it feels pillowy. Huh. And this side feels a little dewy, a little tacky. Not a lot, just a little bit. Okay, so that way we can look at the two sides and know, since these are both new to me. Okay, so let's use the Tower 28 products. I have Tower 28 blush, and I've used it before. Magic Hour in Beach Please. I forget the names. I do really like their blush. I think it's really good. The formula is excellent. You can also use it as a lip product. And so I decided I would pick up these two as well and see what I thought. I don't have the actual lip, they're like lip oils. I don't have that, so I thought I would try them. So this is Super Dew. It has no shade to it. And this is Bronzino in West Coast. Oh, okay. That's pretty. I'm sure you can build it up. The Super Dew, I think the idea is it's like an illuminating, it's a shimmer-free highlight. So I think it's like a balm. Yep, that's what it looks like. Okay. So it doesn't really have color, as you can see. It's just like a balm, like a highlighting balm. So you can put it on your cheeks and it'll catch the light. I think that's the idea. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the blush down first because I wanna see this blush. If you didn't catch the other video where I tried this, this is the Sisley Golden Sun. Golden Sun? Golden Rose. Golden Rose. And it has this weird velvet feel to the blush. And it's got like a shimmer to it as well. See that? And it looks really pretty on my hand. But when I went, I don't really like the shade, to be honest. I think I need like a browner shade. But when I went to put it on my face, it looked kind of weird. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a different brush. I used the FO brush, I think, the last time. Now I'm gonna use the Sonia G Classic Cheek Brush. And we're gonna try it again. Okay, well, it's showing up more, that's for sure. And because it has a little sheen, I thought this was a good one to use with the Tower 28 because the Tower 28 doesn't really have color to it or shimmer to it. It's just gonna add like, you know, that glow. So I thought I would kind of use this as blush slash highlight and then put that over it. Okay, so by itself, I really like it. Can you see that glow? I think this is a lot like the Sisley Orchid blush. I've used it in a couple of videos. I haven't used it lately. They're blushes by Sisley, but they have like an orchid pattern, and they are definitely glowy, and they're almost like a highlighter. I think that's what this is. I think that's what this shade is. I don't know if they're all like this. I only have this shade in the blush. I picked up the highlighter, and I didn't like the highlighter. But this is beautiful as more of a blush slash highlighter. Okay, so as that, I love it. As regular quote blush, I don't like it that much. And I certainly don't like it over the shimmer Sisley blush. But by itself, and like higher on the face as more of that blush highlight, I really like it. Because it has like a shift. It's like a pink gold. Okay. Woof, I'm like redeemed now. Because I was worried. I was like, I don't like it. No, everyone's gonna be mad at me. All right, so let's try the West Coast. This is the bronzer. And we'll start, this is cream product. We'll start putting it, I usually put a bronzer before a blush, but I mean, this definitely has some shimmer to it. I use my fingers for cream products. I feel for me it works better, but if you don't like that, you know, use a brush, use a sponge, use whatever you'd like. Yeah, this is definitely a illuminating bronzer. Cruelty-free and vegan, 12 months. Illuminating bronzer. It's definitely got sheen to it, which is not bad. It's just like, if you like a matte, you're not gonna like this. And I'm putting it like the base of like my cheekbones right under that blush and kind of into it. Yeah, it's very shimmery. Yeah, I wouldn't use this as like a contour kind of product because the shimmer to it will take away from that. Interesting. I do like it though. Especially if I did have a little bit of a, well, I don't really tan, but warmth to my skin. I think that would be really nice. Let me just smooth this out a little bit with a sponge. Yeah, like if I had a little bit of a tan, and like I said, I don't really tan, but just like a tiny bit, that over it, I think would be stunning. Okay, let's take the dewdrop, and I'm just gonna, this kind of reminds me of like the products by Westman Atelier and Chanel, where there's just like a clear balm. It's in a stick usually. This is just, you know, in a compact. We'll see how it dries down. It's very pretty. It's just a clear, I think of these as like more summery products, but summer's gonna be here before you know it, guys. I mean, March is like over, not really, but it's close, and I don't know where it went. I'm like, wow, that went fast. Yeah, I actually really like that look. I really like the Sisley. This is Golden Rose as like a highlighter slash blush. Really love it. Reminds me of the Illuminating Powders by Chanel. And the foundation looks awesome. And the color, actually, I like the color. I mean, it's maybe a tad deep, but I actually like it. Actually, I don't think it is a tad deep. I think it's good. Okay, I like it. Yeah, sorry. I'm just kind of surprised. Yeah, I think that looks surprisingly really nice. So I decided what I'm gonna do for eyes. I'm gonna pull out the Dior Mono shades in the black and the Rouge Trafalgar, which I did pick up because you know I was gonna have to. And I watched Michelle Wong's PR video and realized that there's like 20 of these and they're just not up on the site yet. So obviously they're releasing them, I guess, in batches, which means I have 5, which means there's 4 more groupings to go. I was just like, oh, that's bad news for my wallet. Okay, so this is the Rouge Trafalgar and this is in velvet. Let's see if I can get, there we go. Which is an interesting formula. And this is the Black Bow in matte. So what we'll do today is really lightly, I'll just do an eye look with these 2 shades. I'm gonna keep it really light, but let me just show you. Wow, that's a deep black. Okay, that's an impressive, that's the black matte. And then let's try the velvet. Ooh, that is velvety. Nice. Ooh, pretty. Okay. Definitely like a red shade. We'll go in light with both of them so that, you know, I don't have too much on my face. Let's use the Ray Morris brush. This is the large, I think, eyeshadow. Let's go in with that black really lightly. I will have an update on the brushes soon. Yeah, that's extremely pigmented. I use the tiniest amount of that black. Well, that's good to have. I mean, it's good to know. Like if I ever need a real matte black shadow. So yeah, so I watched Michelle's video and I was like, wow, there's 20 of them? That's bad. So anyway, I have no idea, you know, how Dior is releasing them or what's happening there. I just know that the 5 that were released are obviously not the end of it. So I don't know if they're all gonna get released this year. I don't know if some are just for Europe and, you know, that was just a PR package. Like, I have no clue. So if anybody knows anything, let me know. But you know, Dior and I now, as I said, are intrinsically linked. So I'm gonna get them. And I have to say, I've been very impressed. I was impressed before, but I've been very impressed with these mono shadows. I've liked every single one of them. Although the poncho is very similar, if not the same, as the poncho, like second to deepest brown shade in the poncho Quint. It's still a beautiful, beautiful shade, and I'm happy to have it. So I don't regret picking them up at all. But I just thought it was interesting when I watched Michelle's video, because I was like, oh, she got the, you know, the PR kit for the mono shadows. That's so cool. And then she started pulling out all these shades, and I'm like, wait a second. I was like, that shade wasn't available, and that shade wasn't available. So hopefully they'll all become available, because there was like a green metallic that sounded awesome. I was like, I want that one, that one, that one, and that one. Of course. All right, so that's the black shade. Let's go in. This is the Llanos series brush 09. And let's go in very lightly with the red. Rouge Trafalgar shade. I'll just put that on the eyelid. Wow, that's extremely pigmented. These are both very pigmented shades. I'll kind of blend that out, buff that out as much as I can. If you like a cranberry shade, yep, that'll be it, because that's, I mean, like, I put the tiniest amount on my brush. Remi just heard a dog bark outside, so now he's panicked. Remi is the middle dog, one of the blind ones, and he gets panicked about everything. Everything panics Remi. Like, air panics Remi. You know, one of those dogs. He's very sweet, but he has anxiety. But you know, it's not his fault. Remi, it's okay. It's okay, Remi. You're okay. So let's take the pencil 1? Yeah, pencil 1. And I'm just gonna go into that black really lightly and do a lower lash line. That is a super pigmented shade, guys. I mean, like, seriously. I'll do outer corner with it as well. Wow, those shades are, let me, I'm just like, okay. Let me show you them close up so you can see what I'm talking about, because I buffed them out and made them very light and they're still very deep. Okay. You can see what I'm talking about. They're very, very pigmented. Wow. Okay. All right. So that they're beautiful. All the shades are pretty. I mean, all the different formulas have been great. I've loved all the monos, and however many they come up with, I will purchase. So the Super Dew, it's still a little tacky. Not terrible, just a little. Okay, let me curl my lashes and we'll try the Peau mascara. All right, let's try it. This is, what is the name of this? Make sure I have the full name. This is the Perfect Lash Mascara by Peau. It's in black. Has slightly a curved wand. All right, let's try this out. I am trying out new mascaras because I went through my black Dior overcurl and my Chantecaille. I have plenty of backups of the Chantecaille, but the open tube of my Chantecaille. And I am trying the trial size of the NARS Climax mascara, which I do like. And I just tried the Bite Upswing mascara. And I have to say, that mascara does work really well. The only thing I would say about it is the brush is enormous. And if you don't like a barbell kind of shape, it's not great. But the mascara worked really well. And so far, this mascara is working really well. Maybe I'm just having a good lash week or something. I don't know. I doubt it though. My lashes don't cooperate. They're long, but they don't go in the direction they're supposed to. I've also decided that I am going to get my brows microbladed. I have wanted to do it for almost 3 years. And I keep saying that I'm going to do it. I was going to do it last year and, COVID. So I'm just going to get it done. I'm going to make an appointment. I know where I want to go and I'm just going to do it. It's, it's one of those things in life. We put off so many things for the right time. And honestly, sure, you should plan for things, and I am an over planner, absolutely, and research things and all that. But when you've made up your mind and you've, done the research and you know what you want to, just go and do it. Because, I to be honest, I wish I had done it back in 2019 when I wanted to get it done. And I didn't, and now here we are 2 years later. And the whole time I've been like, gee, wouldn't it have been great if my brows had just been microbladed? So, and I've done really a lot of research on their work. I know people who have gone to them. I've seen what they do. So, just gonna do it. I'll let you guys know. I mean, you'll see it, obviously. You'll be like, why do your brows look so weird? Because it doesn't look right for a while. At first, when you first get it done, at least from what I've seen, it looks like way too much. You're like, whoa, I hope they don't stay that way. You don't tell your friends that. You're just like, wow, that's a heavy brow. But then you see it a week or two later and you're like, oh, that looks really good. So yeah, the first week you guys see me, you're gonna be like, you'll be like, Jen, I don't know if that was right for you. So that'll be fun. Okay, I really like this mascara. I think it went on really well. It really lengthened. It gave a little bit of volume. I have a weird eyelash on this eye I think I've mentioned it before. It's like one eyelash that goes in the wrong direction. You wouldn't notice it like at this length, like when we're talking. And it's not like anybody's ever looked at me and been like, Genji, you know how you have one eyelash? But when you look in your 10x mirror in front of you, you're like, why does that one eyelash? Okay, anyway. Yeah, it actually did a really nice job. I really like that mascara. Huh. I don't know why I've never used this before. I know it's not new. Perfect Lash Mascara by Peau. All right. Gonna have to keep playing around with that. I'll bring you in close so you can see, and then we'll move to lips. Yeah. Really nice. I really like it. It's really pretty. Okay, so I am gonna use the new Dior lip liner that I picked up in Jungle, but I wanna show you the lip colors first before we do that. So I have a lot of Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks from forever ago. And these two are just the newest to my collection. So this is the Kissing formula, which I do like the best. It's not, I mean, the matte formulas I'll wear, but I like the Kissing formula. And the first one is the one that came out for Lunar New Year, so it's been out for a few months. And it is in, I wanna make sure I have the name right, Sweet Blossom. So it comes in this red packaging with all the little crystals all over it. It's actually really pretty. And I'll do it on my arm so I can swatch next to some other shades. So it's got some brown to it, but it's a really, really pretty cross between like a red and a rose, but some brown, which is why I finally decided to pick it up, because I had seen it on enough people where I was like, oh, I really kind of like that. And then the new one, which is the Nude Romance. And I think this is gonna be a favorite because it's that perfect brownie, rosy, for me, deep nude shade. And I love the Kissing formula. So I wanted to show it to you against a couple of other shades. So one is, if I can find it, Super Nude, which came out not that long ago, which has a little more pink to it. This is the Romance? Wait a second. Nude Romance. So this is Nude Romance. This is Super Nude. So you can see it's a little bit pinker. And I love, 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 love Super Nude. And then this is Pillow Talk. Pillow Talk is pinker still. And then this is Glowing Jen. I just thought it might be kind of similar to Sweet Blossom. It's not the same. I'll show you. But it's similar. It's pinker. I'm gonna use the Nude Romance so you guys can see it, and then I'll use the Jungle liner over it. Nude Romance, everybody. Oh yeah, love, 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 love that shade. It's like right up, it's, this and Super Nude are probably my favorite shades from Charlotte Tilbury. Beautiful, just very me, you know. I like a brownie pink lipstick. Okay, so let's pull out the Dior Jungle liner so you can see it. And I will put it on over this so you can see what it looks like. That's Jungle. I think it actually will be a very good fit for this lipstick. It's certainly not the same shade, but let me show you. That's Jungle. And here is Nude Romance. There's Jungle liner and there's Nude Romance. Isn't that perfect? And I didn't do that on purpose, guys, because I would never have been able to figure that out online. Okay, so a full face of new makeup. Absolutely love both of the Charlotte Tilbury kissing formulas. The Sweet Blossom and the Nude Romance. The Nude Romance is, as you saw, similar to Super Nude, but warmer. I'm thrilled with the shade, thrilled. Absolutely love them both. The Jungle liner from Dior, perfect, literally perfect. So happy I picked it up. The two new Dior shades in Rouge Trafalgar and Black Peau. I mean, they're, you know, they're Dior. Formula is great. The Velvet Rouge Trafalgar, I mean, I went so light with that. So it's a very pigmented shade and it's very, very red. Like it's cranberry red, which is not my favorite shade, but I am glad I have it in my collection so I can mix it with other things. But for me, I'm not a cranberry red on my eyes kind of person, but I could see if that's the kind of shade you like, it's gonna look beautiful on the eye. The matte black is a great matte black and is very pigmented. The Sisley blush, in my opinion, this is Golden Rose. It's a illuminating blush. It's a highlighting blush. And as such, I love it. When I used it the other day with the Sisley highlighter and shimmer like underneath it and like more on this part of my cheek, I did not like it. By itself, it's stunning and I love it. That's why you always have to try things multiple times in different ways, guys, because a product might interact with a different product and not work well, or you know, you try it in different placement. So anyway, love it, and I'm gonna pick up some other of the Sisley blushes, the new blushes. The Tower 28 bronzer, I think it looks really pretty. It's an illuminating bronzer. It definitely has shimmer to it. I think it's more of a summer product for me when I have a little bit of a tan. I also think it would be really gorgeous on like décolletage kind of thing, like I forgot what these are called. My clavicle, my brain is, these are long days. And the balm, I think this is really good, the Super Dew. If you're just looking for like, especially if you're, for me, like on days that I don't want to wear a lot of makeup and I just want a little bit of dewiness and I don't get dewy, I think this is really an excellent product. It's similar to those sticks like Westman Atelier and Chanel have. So really like that. The mascara, I think it looks really nice. It lengthened, it separated, gave me some volume. My hair just got washed, so it's not doing anything. Sorry, I keep pushing it back from my face. So I really like that. The foundation, I love the foundation. Now I've only used it just now, so have to wear it like a bunch more, but I think it looks really pretty. The powder has like a weird powder smell, which is fine, but you guys tell me, do you see a huge difference between this side and this side? When I look in the mirror, this side looks a little more glowy. This side looks a little more like, not mattified, but like maybe smoother. And this side looks just more like a glow. And this side looks a little bit more like smooth. But I'm gonna have to wear it around for a little bit before I can really tell. Because, you know, powder, you gotta kind of see how your oils seep through. I don't really have a lot of oil, but I have some oil on my skin. You know, there's something there. Not a lot, but a little bit. Yeah. Overall though, I've been really lucky lately. Like I haven't had too many fails. The only real fail, and I'll do a favorites and fails, but the only real fail so far has been the Sisley. It's the blush, but it's called it's number 6. It's the shimmer one. I don't like that. I'm gonna keep trying it, but I didn't like it. Some products I've been trying I like more than others, but that's the only fail I can think of, like right off the top of my head. Yeah, I've been very, very lucky. I have a lot more to try, but still. So, okay. Yeah, I'm really impressed by the foundation. You'll have to let me know. Powdered, non-powdered. It's hard to tell under the lights, but I think they both look good. How's that? But I do think this smoothed out my skin a little. All right, guys, so there's lots more to come. I have a lot more products to get through. I have a couple more foundations, eyeshadow palettes, lipsticks. I have an entire brand that I'm gonna be doing a video on. I have all of the products. It's a new brand to me and a relatively new brand to the market, although I'm sure you guys have seen a lot about it. And I'll do a full face of that. And then before you know it, all the summer stuff's gonna come out. So there's always something. Okay, so let me know what you think about the powder, non-powder, the foundation. Let me know if you think it's too deep for me. I actually think it's a good shade, but you know, that could be the lights. So I obviously will wear it outside so I can get a better, take on it. But I think it does look nice. And yeah, I can't wait to see all the other Dior Mono eyeshadows that get dropped eventually. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining me today. I hope to see you in another video really soon. Bye.